Well, where we are, Michelle, as you can see, there's just like a very big puddle. It just looks like a river. There's like 3 houses that are already covered, so we can't go inside. We were trying to speak to the people that live there, but we can't go inside. So there's basically no way of going inside there. But there's just all around here, there's just water, obviously just pouring down because of the consistent rain.
Yeah, absolutely. It's that heavy drizzle that we're seeing, just a constant drizzle that's causing that amount of flooding in Alexandra and many other parts of the country. What are people saying to you, if you've had an opportunity to speak to any of them, about how things have been overnight and early this morning?
Well, I spoke to the residents a little bit earlier on, Michelle. Just one man was saying that there is some... where he stays in his shack, there was water coming in behind his shack, and he said he basically, well, he slept on his bed, but he said he basically had to move some of his stuff and like try and not get it damaged by the water. And another lady just saying that they were using buckets to try and basically get rid of the water that was coming inside her house. And that man there also was just telling us a little bit earlier, as you can see him walking there, he's basically taken off his shoes, and as you can see, that's how deep the water is. And he was telling us a little bit earlier that as you come down this side, because it's low-lying, it becomes a real problem for them because the water sort of just gathers this side.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see just the depth of the water there in that residential area in Alexandra. Ngobile, tell us about emergency services. I know that you have an interview set up a little later on this morning with Robert Mulaudzi, but in the interim, have you seen emergency services in the area there? Perhaps you can also have a word with that gentleman who's next to you now.
So far, Michelle, we haven't seen any emergency services so far. We've just driven around, but we've seen people obviously just going about trying to get rid of the water, people just carrying buckets of water. That's as far as we have seen, but we haven't seen any sort of emergency services. I will have a chat with this gentleman here. So please, will you tell us about how the water is affecting you?
Yeah, as like nani konukufika lana. Right now ngibuya lapha endlini phakathi lapha kutsha ukuthi those people bakhona phakathi afuthi azange ngithole kunomuntu njengamanje ngizamile ukuthi ngena phakathi endlini amanzi abhizi ngathi afuna ukungena phakathi endlini, and if can rain like this, continuing like this, amanzi azoba endlini manje and okuzoba a big damage that izenzakala at any time. So that thing is really affecting us because of all these drains alana wonke uplogile. Then we've been trying to school a councillor. We try to report that thing to Johannesburg Water to Mabas Baplogula drain. So nothing happening, but that thing doesn't work. Namaj still as a plogil.
As you can hear, Michelle, that there is a huge problem in this part of Alex. The gentleman just explaining to us that the people that live there might not be in the house. So we're not sure where they are. And I guess they will be coming on to those unfortunate news.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks very much for that update. Ngobile Madlala is in Alexandra in Johannesburg, just tracking the story as the rain, the relentless rain, just keeps coming down. You can see that road behind her there completely flooded. And, of course, one of the issues is that the drainage systems in these areas